My little sister won't stop watching me even when I sleep. My 13-year-old sister began spacing out more often. She'd stop mid-sentence. Her eyes glazed over, like she was listening to something only she could hear. At first, I thought it was stress from school, or maybe some new TikTok trend where kids pretend to glitch. But this wasn't a joke. I live with my mom and my sister in a quiet neighborhood. We've been in the same house for years. Nothing strange ever happened here. Until now. The first real incident happened at night. I got up to use the bathroom around 2 a.m., and as I passed the living room, I saw her, my sister, sitting cross-legged on the floor in the dark, staring at the TV. The screen was off. She was whispering something, but I couldn't understand the words. "Sis?" I called softly. She didn't turn her head, didn't blink, just kept staring, whispering. The next morning, she acted normal. When I asked her about it, she looked confused and laughed like I was making it up, but I wasn't. And things only got weirder. She started hiding, behind doors, under tables. I'd catch glimpses of her watching me sometimes from behind the couch, sometimes from the crack in my bedroom door. Always silent, always staring. One afternoon, I came home early. The house was quiet, too quiet. I went to my room and saw a note on my pillow in childish handwriting. I froze. I looked anyway. Nothing, just dust and old shoes. That night, I heard scratching, not on the floor and the ceiling. Our rooms are on the second floor. I asked Mom if she heard anything. She just sighed and said my sister was acting out and going through a weird phase. "Don't encourage it," she said. But how could I ignore what I saw next? I woke up to find her in my room, again. Except this time she wasn't standing. She was crawling, slowly, on all fours. Her joints twisted, elbows sticking out at sharp angles. Her neck crooked, as if it had been broken and reassembled wrong. She whispered, "Hair's in the walls." I jumped out of bed and turned on the lights. She was gone. I checked the hallway, her room, the bathroom, nothing. The next morning, her bedroom door was nailed shut. 3 rusty nails. I asked Mom what happened. "I didn't do that," she said, visibly shaken. Why would I lock my daughter in her room? We both stared at the door. Then came the smell, something rancid, like spoiled meat and wet wood. It was coming from the vents. We called a plumber and an exterminator. They found nothing. I set up my phone to record again, at 3:17 a.m. Just like before, the door creaked open. My sister crawled in backwards, her limbs jerking unnaturally. But this time, she wasn't alone. Behind her, something slithered. A shadow too long, too wide. Its fingers wrapping around the frame of the doorway. It never fully entered, just hovered there. My sister whispered to the shadow. She looked directly into the camera. Her eyes were all black. Then the footage ended. I haven't seen her for days, but sometimes, when I'm alone in the house, I feel breathing behind me. Last night, I found another note on my mirror, scrawled in something dark red. If you enjoyed the story, consider subscribing. But don't blame me if you can't sleep tonight. Until next time, keep the lights on and the doors locked. Goodbye.